Welcome to Knee the Curve, the point of most extreme change. I'm Emmett Short, and hackers across the globe are uniting under the pirate flag Anonymous to attack Russia. They've taken down government sites, they've broken into propaganda channels, they've made Putin's Alexa play the Ukrainian national anthem with fart noises. All right, I made that last one up. They should do that though. But this is true. Anonymous hacked maritime data to make it look like Putin's yacht crashed into Ukraine's Snake Island and then changed its location to hell. So, war's over. We did it. Putin's crying. We can all go home. I just want to say how impressive it's been watching this Volodymyr Zelensky character evolve into such a hero and a leader. And as a comedian, I just have to say, he has not been very funny. Great leader, great hero. I just have not laughed. This might be a controversial statement, but I'm going to put it out there. This might be the least funny war I've ever watched. It's very serious over there, and it's very complex. So today, I just want to talk about some of the technological issues surrounding the events and give you my thoughts on what a great future looks like and how technology can play a role in getting us there. So to do that, I want to highlight three things that I've watched recently that stuck out to me. One, great idea from Michael Saylor. Another great idea from Chamath, and I also want to highlight some dumb shit coming out of Bill Maher's mouth. But first, I've been sleeping on this mattress from 8 Sleep, and according to the data, my sleep has improved 15%. It uses AI to adapt as you sleep, so it's actively dialing you in to a better sleep. Save $100 with my code EmmettShort, and check out my full review in the show notes. Okay, first let me show you a quick timeline of the cyber attacks that have happened in Ukraine since this whole Russia thing started. All right, so February 15th through 16th, there was a DDoS attack. Websites were taken offline, bank, government, and military websites. Another one on February 15th. This was a disinformation campaign. Basically, the banks were getting messages that a lot of their ATMs were malfunctioning, but this wasn't actually true. On February 23rd, another DDoS attack. Several Ukrainian banks, more banks, Ministry of Defense, so more banks and government websites. Then on February 23rd, there was a hermetic wiper malware attack. This one was wiping computers of anything that was on the drive. And on February 24th, another cyber attacks on news websites. As you can see, a number of those are DDoS attacks. This is where the hacker overwhelms a system with millions of requests after getting in a back door. And, you know, I sympathize with the hackers. I've been dumped for that exact reason. Once you're let in the back door, it's pretty much impossible not to make all those requests. Michael Saylor has a solution for DDoS attacks. You're never going to guess what it is. It's Bitcoin. Yep, it's Bitcoin.
Let someone get an orange check mark next to their name if they post $10 worth of Satoshis. And now you lock down all websites and all inboxes and all comments to people with an orange check. You would only have to post $10 once in your life, which is fine because you're not going to denial of service attack someone. These people that actually impersonate me on YouTube, they have 40,000 live bot listeners. They would have to post $400,000 in Bitcoin every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes because they refresh every 10 minutes, Mackenzie. If you did that, it would cost you $40 million a day to launch that attack instead of nothing.
Speaking of expensive backdoor action, Russia has been profiting hugely from the reach around they've been giving Germany. Germany has been turning off nuclear plants and becoming reliant on Russian oil and gas. Now, even though nuclear energy is cleaner, produces more energy with less land, and is actually safer, if you look at this chart, the death rates from energy production per terawatt hour, nuclear way below gas and oil. But because of a few horrible accidents, nuclear has been politically canceled. So now in the face of this war, Germany has announced they're going to fix the problem, not in the form of turning their nuclear back on. No way. That's political suicide. Come on. No, they're going to triple their military budget. Keeping all this in mind, listen to this great idea from Chamath on the All In podcast.
Solar is not a multi-year investment cycle. It can literally happen in months.
Yes.
So for example, if you took $3 trillion of Build Back Better and instead said, you know what, we're just going to actually put solar everywhere, I think everybody would support it. You would have domestic job creation like nobody's business. You would take so much carbon out of the air. It would give you a degree of freedom so that the next time you're pushed to war, you can actually evaluate it under a very different, risk calculus than if you actually need the energy.
They go on to point out that there are 85 million homes in the US. Average cost of solar in the US is $25K, but in Australia, they actually do it for $5K. But even at $25K, that would cost $2.1 billion to basically buy our energy independence forever. Plus, we can all get rich as the solar company stocks skyrocket. One strategic bonus Chamath didn't mention is something I've tweeted at them, and it's gotten very little love. So maybe you want to head over to Twitter and follow me and retweet this because this is important. I basically just pointed out to them that an important strategic benefit of a distributed solar energy grid, the way Chamath suggested it, would be harder to bring down. There are no central points of attack like nuclear, besides, well, yeah, the sun. Lastly, for some reason, Bill Maher is trying to convince us he's irrelevant.
Scientists have to make a power window that stops moving when I stop pushing the button. Up, down. One more inch, one less. I'm not looking for your G-spot. I just want to get the pot smell out of the rental car.
Sorry, that was not the right clip. That's bad. You're really out of touch when car window technology is too advanced for you. And by the way, Bill, smoking weed does not make you forward thinking anymore. Recognizing the value of cryptocurrency still does. Let's hear your thoughts on that, Bill.
I think it's a Ponzi scheme. I don't think anybody really understands it. It has no product behind it.
That look says everything. Now, remember, Bill just said nobody understands it. It's a scheme and there's no product behind it. It doesn't do anything. So listen to what he says next.
This is how people like Putin are going to avoid being affected by sanctions. They can put cryptocurrency, you can't sanction cryptocurrency. And there's a lot of money moving into it.
So which is it, Bill? It has no function, or it's a great tool at keeping your money safe from governments? It can't have no product and also have a super useful utility. Okay, here's my thoughts. This war is hell, but let's not have a tragedy and also not learn anything. Just like with the pandemic, we need to focus on the solutions, the technologies that are going to help us not have something like this happen again. Blockchain is helping to raise money for Ukraine. I think it's like $40 million at this point has been very quickly raised to help Ukraine. Blockchain can also help guard against some of these cyber attacks. And energy independence through solar and nuclear is not just good for the environment, but it's great for national security and therefore peace. Fuck Putin and go Ukraine. I hope this war ends very soon with a victorious Ukraine. And let's take these lessons about technology and do something about it and make the kind of future we want to live in. Watch this video to stay up to speed on how fast you're being left behind. Leave your thoughts in the comments, even the weird ones, especially the weird ones. I have algorithmic Stockholm syndrome, so like and share, or take it to the next level and join Patreon and help make high-tech lowbrow. And if you want to be a part of the team and write jokes, DM me on Twitter and Discord. Click subscribe or let the AI radicalize you, your choice. See you in the future.